Good morning, guys. Dr. Wendy Dearborn here with day 63 of our rice and water experiment. Well, I have to say that today is the first time since doing this experiment that I have felt deflated. I usually come in here and I glance around, I glance at the jar and I think, woo! And today, after doing my meditation, I came into the office and I looked at the jar and I instantly knew something was different, something was wrong, something was totally and utterly wrong. And as I really took a look, I realized that the rice grains that I had put into the jar yesterday, the rice grains that were moldy, have created mold in the jar. You see, somewhere in my mind, I thought that if the rice grains that had mold on them, and let me just, if the rice grains that had mold on them actually went into the water, somewhere in my mind, I said that, see where the mold is growing? Somewhere in my mind, I said that it would be okay. That the water was strong enough. The water was strong enough to actually just consume it and transform it. And none of this, as you're seeing here, would have happened. Absolutely none. None of this would have happened. So I was really deflated. And I actually went there. I literally went there. I had to snap and slap myself out of it. Because literally I went to the whole place of, oh my God, it's ruined. Look at this. You know, we're back to square one. And quite clearly we are not, or I am not back at square one. I was like, Wendy, get a life. Really get a life. You are not back at square one. What has happened is a true illustration of our journey in life. You know, I chose to shake the jar up. I shook the jar up. I chose that. Yesterday, I chose to try to incorporate, which it didn't happen. It wasn't happening. The rice grains back into the water. And so I chose this. So now this is, as I would term it, the result of my choice. Action, or my choices, action and reaction, cause and effect. I'm seeing it right here in the jar. And again, I'm like, oh, we're back to square one. Here we got all this stuff again. And it wasn't. No, the bacteria, the surviving bacteria that was in the jar from when I shook it up, it's just too happy to have its cousins come along and do something that was radically changing. But you see, I've got news for it. I've got news for it. And the good news is this. I love you. And the transformation will take place. This is a wonderful analogy for the journey of our lives. These are the kind of things that happen to us in life. You know, we see that? These are the kind of things that happen to us in life. And so that being said, this for me, once I snapped and slapped myself out of it, has been a wonderful experience. And again, I am so grateful for the experience. I'm grateful for this experiment. Hey, life's unfolding in a jar. I'm Dr. Wendy Dearborn.